Welcome back. It's been a little while since we've done a talking head. Been trying to think of things to talk about, sometimes just lacking a bit of inspiration, but today I feel a little bit inspired. We had a really good conversation, Privacy Space, last week. We do like a pub chat panel at the end with myself, Tash, Diego and Barry. The audience kind of ask questions and we kind of give our viewpoint on the world. Somebody asked a really good question, which was, what would you do different if you were the Information Commissioner? Now, I think it's really easy to kind of bash and challenge and question the decisions that a regulator makes. You know, when they come out of court and they come out with the papers, or they come out with their enforcement notices, you know, should have done X, should have done Y, they should have done this. But actually, when flat out asked that question, like, what would you do differently? It was really, really, really hard to answer. And it got me thinking, for me, probably the only thing that I would do differently is I'd make the guidance simpler and easier to read, because it tries to apply to everybody in every possible circumstance, and then you end up with these huge long guidance documents, you know, tens and tens of pages long, you know, that become very complicated, very complex, and very difficult for people to read and for people to understand. But it then got me thinking, just because that's what I would do doesn't mean that that's what's required, or that's what's being asked for. So you kind of end up in this situation where, and it happens a lot, you know, you've got the carpet right breach today, and now people are going, oh, they should have done X, they should have done Y, they should have done this, they should have done that. People talk about it when they talk about you know, other organisations, oh, they should do this, they should do that. Sometimes I think you've got to try and imagine what it'd be like to be in that person's shoes, or to be in that organisation. You know, what kind of internal pressures are you facing? What kind of external pressures are you facing? What kind of challenges have you got? What kind of resourcing issues? What kind of you know, financial challenges have you got? Have you got the money? Have you got the people? Have you got the right level of expertise? Can you afford to bring in those people? Are you being asked to do something or create something in a certain way because you're a government body and you have to do things in a certain fashion, and somebody's asking you for that? You know, what are you up against? What are those organisations up against? Are you up against investors? Are you up against, you know, clients? Are you up against all these other things? And I don't know, I think it's really, really easy to bash and say, you should do this, you should do that, they should have done this, they should have done that. You know, if I was them, I would have done X, Y and Z. But it's really hard to actually put yourself in that position and think, why haven't they done that? Why didn't they do it this way? So I don't know, it's got me thinking. Like, it's got me thinking about how, you know, when we look at organisations, when we're helping other organisations, like, you know, why haven't they got this? Why aren't they doing that? And there's obviously a reason, and our job is to find out that reason and try and help them navigate it as much as humanly possible. And sometimes those reasons are beyond our control, and there are things that we can fix, and then there are things that we can't fix. A bit like the guidance from the ICO. I can't make it shorter. I can't make them make it shorter. But what I can do is make it more palatable for our clients, palatable for people that we support, break it down so it's relevant for them. And that's kind of our job, really, is to take the things that we can't control and turn them into a controllable and manageable piece of information that we can then share and help people do better with. Like, that's what we can fix. So going around bashing everybody for not doing this or not doing that because we think they could have done it better, take control of the things we can control and let's make those things better. And that's how we make a change, and that's how we make, you know, data protection, cybersecurity, everything more accessible to people and more accessible to businesses. Bloody plane now. But yeah, that was it really. That's kind of my thought process for the day. The sun was shining. I thought it's been a little while. Thought I'd come and say hello. Let me know what you think. Speak to you soon.